Are you a portrait photographer that honestly is tired of having more photos at the end of your session than money in your pocket? I mean, like you're fed up. I remember myself, I was fed up until I was able to discover this method of doing photography that I was so unaware of in my portrait photography business. And today I have someone that's going to deliver to you a framework or really like a roadmap you can use to stop looking at empty pockets after your photography sessions and start building a profitable photography business. I want to introduce my new friend, gives me the best laughs and everything. um, I had to laugh that out. Um, Ambreia Turner, which is a IPS. She's just an IPS wizard. Her speaking today is going to give you more credibility than anything I can say. So I appreciate you for hopping on today.
Absolutely. I'm
Appreciate you
excited to
so
be
much.
here.
Thank
I'm
you. Thank you
excited to be
so.
here. Thank you for having me.
Of course, of course. I told you yesterday. I'm gonna treat this like a coaching session. I
Let's
think
do it.
you know, although this is a podcast for people to listen to, I think it'll serve better if I ask questions that really relate to me too, as well, to the best of my ability. Because it's
Yes.
real life. So you have developed this framework of doing in-person sales, which is
hmm
IPS for short, if anybody that don't know. And I want to kind of unpack that today because a lot of times, even when I was coming up in my career, I had less money at the end of the shoot than I did pictures. I mean, I had more
hmm
pictures than money in my pocket. But doing this framework and using this method of doing photography business that you're going to tell us, because this is me too today,
Yes.
has really transitioned the way you do business to allow you to shoot way less, make
hmm
way more, and really have more time for your family and to do
Yes.
things that you love. So let's just get the definitions and all that out the way. What is in-person sales and why should someone go from shooting and burning to
Mm.
in-person sales?
Oh my gosh. So the number one reason that someone should go from shoot and burn into IPS
Mm.
is longevity. If you plan on this being your career, if you want to be able to put, your profit and loss statement into a package for a mortgage, then it's time to move on from shoot and burn. This is not just an extra 5 or 6 grand that you make a year.
Mm,
This is a career. And
mm.
so the average lifespan of a photographer is only 3 years.
Wow.
Jaylin, you and I have surpassed that.
Yes.
So I think that
Thank
that
you.
makes us experts in the field, right? And so if people want to get past that 2 to 3 year mark, then they have to get out of the race to the bottom
Yeah.
and elevate to running a real business.
Yeah.
Um, so in-person sales, I don't feel like this is new to very many people. When you go to a jewelry store, they're doing in-person sales. When you go to a shoe store, they're
Yeah.
doing in-person sales. When you go to a department store and they ask you if you need help, it's in-person sales. So if we can get our shoes and our handbags and our cars and our diamonds in this way,
Hmm.
what's wrong with doing it as a photographer? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
just think it's another level of service. And when people, realize that this is just a higher level of service, and that people actually don't want to be overwhelmed by a gallery with 300 or 400 photos in it because, oh, I just took so many pictures. So, because I wanted you to have so many options,
Yeah.
then I think that they can accept that in-person sales is really the way to go for a non-volume portrait photographer.
Mm. What do you mean by we gonna ruffle some feathers today?
Come on with
What do you mean
it.
by non-volume portrait photography? Because I've never heard that said before.
Ooh, so Okay, what I mean by non-volume portrait photographers is someone that is not going to a school, a sporting event, a shooting sports teams,
Mm,
and doing um, tens of hundreds of photos and photo subjects per day.
yeah,
And they're not looking to link with like organizations per se
yeah,
to and school systems. Someone that is also not looking to tie up um, 30 out of 30 days of their month
yeah,
to be able to, make ends meet.
yeah,
They
yeah.
don't want to tie up 30 out of 30 days a month. You know,
That's one shoot a day, right? That'd be like, well, more than one a day.
it's crazy. I'm not gonna be shady, but I saw something on the internet about someone, and I just was like, I had so many questions.
Yeah.
Like, why do you have 19 sessions on a Saturday?
Wow.
And people are making us think about her business. And I was like, well, when this is over, when all of this bad press blows over, will she even have a business?
Yeah.
She's backlogged by months, and it is wild out there.
Wow. And you make me
Eh,
think about how I went from using this method, and this is just the intro. This is just like we're just getting all the kinks out the way.
Yes,
Uh,
y'all.
because you have the framework that you're going to deliver. And I think anybody that listens to this and they actually stay through the end, you will be able to go do something that will transform not only your business, but your life.
It is life changing.
Yes. So let me give you some of my background. I used to do 40 to 50 sessions a month, all at $200 a pop. And I realized that it felt good. I'm gonna be honest, it felt good. I was making the $200 deposits. I mean, $100 deposit. Give me my money on the day of. I was having fun, taking pictures. Everybody loved me because I was so cheap, as I realized. And that rush, that feeling of getting booked so much still lingers with me today, even as I am doing what you're getting ready to show us the framework. And we talked about this, but I'm been having a hard time getting away from the volume mentality and
Hmm.
focusing on the quality mentality. And when I think
Hmm.
about my audience, and you will be able to say this great, my audience are photographers that are going to listen to this who are doing volume. I mean,
Hmm.
40, 30, 50 sessions a month, $200 a pop. And even myself, and maybe you could sell me on this even more. Why should I go from doing 40 sessions a month? Why she's look get closer.
I'm
40
ready. I'm
sessions,
ready.
40 sessions a month to doing this new method where I have to sell stuff to people when I'm already doing 40 sessions a month, $200 a pop. I'm good for say. Why should I even make this transition before we even go into telling them the framework? What's the point?
J- Jaylin, the thought of 40 to 50 sessions a month hurts my body. Like, like I'm in pain,
Yeah,
and it's so unsustainable. It's so unsustainable. You can't take a vacation. You can't get sick.
you can't get
Like,
sick. Wow.
you can't get sick. If you're sick, let's just say, okay, let's talk about COVID. Back in the day, they wanted you to stay in the house for how long? 14 days, right?
Mm-hmm.
Half of your month's money is gone if you can't shoot those other 20 sessions. That's
Yeah,
2 weeks.
that's true.
The thing that I love about IPS is that I don't have to work more frequently to make more money.
Mm, mm,
I mean, I think that should pique
mm.
some ears
Yeah, yeah,
because
yeah,
even if you cut that in half, that 40 down to 20,
yeah.
And then on the modest side of IPS, if your average sale is $1,000,
Yeah.
that's $20,000 instead of $5,000.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
I will take the $20,000, Alex. I want that.
Yeah. Yeah.
And when we look at our clients, I'm not that person that be counting other people's pockets. But I know that there are a lot of photographers that have this mentality of clocking their clients' designer things,
Mm.
their vacations,
Mm-hmm.
their cars that they drive
Mm-hmm.
as being signals that they can afford to spend more.
Yeah.
But how can you want them, to spend more and you're not offering more? What is the more? Help me out. What is the more?
That's true.
So
That's
if
true.
you say that they can spend $600 on a belt, another $700 on a pair of loops,
Mm-hmm.
some red bottoms,
Mm-hmm.
they can pay you. And
They
you're
can.
already aware of this, right? So what is it that is blocking you from saying I deserve more. I'm going to charge more.
Yeah.
I'm going to offer more.
Yeah.
When did we stop caring about people's legacy? When did we stop caring about completing the job, right?
Yeah.
Because if you're shooting and burning, that means you're offering nothing tangible.
Yeah.
I'm gonna help y'all out. I'm gonna show y'all something. This is so cute. It's so cute. It's so cute. Circa 1987, right here.
Aw.
Circa 1987. Okay. So that's a baby picture of mine. Yes, I stole it from my mama, but y'all not even giving people anything to steal from their mama. I'm just saying. So pre-digital photography, right? Our parents and the former generations expected for the photographer to do the full job of capturing a great photo
Mm-hmm.
and providing them with something that they could touch.
Mm-hmm.
And the digital age came in here and said, we're going to document all of these people. We are the most documented generation,
Yeah.
but we have the fewest prints.
Yeah.
And the lifespan of a printed photograph is 300 years. We're essentially erasing the history that we're making right now by not printing.
Mm-hmm.
And we think that we're doing our clients a higher service by giving them our art,
Mm-hmm.
passing on our copyrights, and letting them print it at Walmart. Make it make sense because Walmart, I mean, let some water get on that print.
It's
It's
over.
gone.
It's over.
It's a wrap completely.
It's over.
So um, I just think we can do better.
Yeah.
And I feel like we can't desire for our clients to pay us more without giving them more.
That's
And
true.
how are you going to separate yourself from your competition?
Oh, that's another conversation.
It is.
That's another
It
conversation.
is. It is. It's another conversation. But, you have to ask yourself, what makes you different? Is it your lighting techniques? Is it
Mm-hmm.
your all of the money that you spend on all of this equipment, but
Mm-hmm.
your business is not paying for the equipment that you have?
Yeah.
This is a very, very expensive hobby.
Yeah. It is. It
It's
is.
very, very expensive hobby. So when we add up, our Adobe programs, the Caption One, our Tether situation, the camera bodies, If you're a wedding photographer, you have more than one camera body for sure
For
that you have
sure.
to carry on a very regular basis. The insurance, the conference tickets, travel to conferences and workshops and things like we're paying too much for us to be paying our client to take their pictures.
Yeah.
You're in the negative if you're not charging them.
And I
It's
know
a
I've been in the negative. I've
hard
been in the
pill to
negative.
swallow.
Not doing stuff right. I've definitely been in the negative before. And I think that's
We
why
all
I made the
have,
transition.
but elevate,
Yes.
elevate. It's time to elevate.
So if I am here and I am a shoot and burn photographer
Mhm,
and I desire to go from shooting so much and making so little to shooting less and making more,
mhm,
what is the framework you give people to be able to do so? I know you have 7 steps
7
essentially
steps.
to making this happen. And you also said that IPS is not about the transaction, it's about the
Mm-mm.
relationship. So we got the intro off the way. And if
Yes.
you are here right now, I believe you are ready to elevate. So I
Hmm.
just want to go into what they probably here for and talk about what do you mean when you think of when I think about IPS is more about the relationship and not the transaction. What do you
Hmm.
mean by that when you say that?
Oh my gosh. So we have the most amazing jobs in the world.
Yeah.
We are the only service that one can obtain
Mm-hmm.
that doesn't have to be done over again once it's complete.
Mm-hmm.
My nails, I gotta get them done again in 3, 4 weeks.
Yeah.
My eyebrows, it's about once a month.
Yeah.
My hair, I have to get it redone. You know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? Um, you guys with the barbers in your barber shop, getting your line up and getting the beer all fresh.
Yeah.
It's a repetitive thing. But with photography, this one session you won't have to repeat, but you get to keep it forever.
Forever. Mm.
And so when I think about my clients having something that I created forever,
Yeah.
um, they are going to remember me. They're going to remember who they came to.
Mm-hmm.
And that all because of the fact that I'm providing them with something tangible, something that they can touch, something that people ask them actively, who did that? Where did you get this? Who made this for you?
Mm-hmm.
I'm number one, always getting referred, but number two, I'm remembered.
Mm.
And so they now have a connection to me that makes them want to come back.
Yeah.
The clients that are paying $100 or $200, I'm telling you, baby, when they can afford $300 or $400, they go into the photographer that costs $300 or $400. And then when they can pay $2,000 or $3,000, they're gonna keep going. They're gonna go to that next level,
Yeah.
right? And so for me, I feel as though it's more important for me to have less clients that I can build a better relationship with.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not, I hate to say it, I'm not burnt out and tired and annoyed at the fact that I have to show up at the studio.
Yeah.
I'm not pissed off setting up lights trying to hurry up because my client is late and I got
Yeah.
somebody else right behind them.
Yeah.
I get to work one on one. I get to hear their voice after they inquire with me. They get to hear my voice. They get to hear my why.
Mm-hmm.
Um, but step one is really a mindset shift. What do you want? Do you want to compete on price or do you want to compete on your value? There are
Man,
different things.
man. What's the difference? Don't I can't
Oh
leave
my
that one out.
gosh.
What's the difference between
So the
price
difference
and value?
between price and value is price is just the number that you throw out there. expecting for them to either accept or reject it.
Yeah.
It is the exchange of time for dollars,
Mm-hmm.
and they want to know how many images come with that. They're not even paying you for your time, if we're being honest.
Yeah.
They're not paying you for your time because it's all inclusive. So they haven't separated what they get from what you're performing. Does
Mm-hmm.
that make sense?
Mm-hmm.
Because we're performing a service. For me, the art is separate,
Yeah.
right? So I'm creating art for you. I'm creating memories for you,
Yeah.
but you're paying me for my time and my talent first.
Yeah.
You could even position this as a retainer. This covers my time and my talent. This is my break even,
Yeah.
if you will.
Yeah.
And then because they're purchasing a collection, their art, their wall art, their grouping, or whatever it is that they want to add to the cart, we're an add to cart generation already. Okay, so this is not new to your client;
Mm-hmm.
it's new to you because of the mindset shift. But we add to cart whatever they want,
Yeah.
right? So they're leaving with what they want,
Yeah.
however many images they want, how many wall portraits they want, however many albums they want, whoever they want to buy it for. Because let's be honest, if they have a digital image, they're going to disseminate and replicate that image as many times as they want to, but
Mm-hmm.
you don't get paid for it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't get paid for the fact that they gave it to grandma and grandpa and aunties and uncles. Like we grew up on printed photos. So when
Yeah.
we would get school pictures, we'd have to buy some for auntie, uncles, granddaddy, grandmama, your cousin, your big cousins, and then your mom had always had a couple extra for you when you grow up.
Mm-hmm.
So Life Touch got paid for that.
They did.
Life Touch got paid for that. So why are we running our businesses like little businesses, Paul and Peter, instead of running our businesses like corporation, Life Touch Incorporated?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it's a mindset shift. You're not just a hustler, and you want to be able to 10 years from now, 20 years from now, still have their archive or still have their business.
Mm-hmm.
And so, going from a transactional mindset to a relational mindset just means that um, I know that long term, shooting hundreds of sessions in 3 months is not sustainable.
The call out.
I can't remember all of these people.
Right.
Excuse me, I can't even like where's my database? Where's all these pictures? This is why they go back and they're like, hey, do you still have such
Have
and
my
such pictures?
pictures. Wow.
And you're like, I don't even know when I did your pictures. Do you have a date? Do you
That is
know
so
what
true.
time it was?
That is so true.
Where was we at? I don't have an archive because I didn't have enough memory and storage. And, I ran through terabytes and terabytes of space. So now I don't have your pictures. You ain't download them.
That's so true.
And when that client comes back and you don't have their photos anymore, they're like, well, damn, what am I, chopped liver? I paid you $200 whole. What you mean you don't have my gallery anymore?
For $200.
For $200.
That's so true because I get so many people that come up to me now from when I did shoot and burn, and they like, hey, Jaylin. I'm like, what's up? I'm like, yeah, you remember you did my Photoshop. I got to the point I'm like, I did? When did I do it? Show me the pictures.
When? Show me what
Because
I
I don't
did back
remember.
then.
And they show me and they be like, oh, I did do that session. And now switching to IPS, I remember the few clients that spend a lot of money very well. Like I can count them.
Hmm.
It was this one, this one,
Hmm.
this one. So that's so true.
The details about when they got married, when their baby was born, how their
Yes.
birth was, how they're healing,
Yes.
their parents, if the parents came for the newborn session, Like it matters. It
It
matters. And
does.
so then when you start to market the next thing that you have for that set of clients through your email list, we'll talk about that again. Um, then it becomes, oh, she's doing grandparents' photos. She's
Yeah.
doing generational photos. We gotta go in. And
Yeah.
they already know they're gonna spend because they
Yes.
know, like, and trust you.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
So essentially, in IPS, that's what you're building from the beginning. You're building that know, like, and trust factor. You're building the fact that you have expertise for this particular client, so
Hmm.
that then it's by the time you get to the sale part, it's
It's easy.
easy. You've
Yeah.
offered them what they wanted. You've, showed them the photos that they love and
Yeah.
made some suggestions about how to display it.
Yeah. So with you saying that, it made me think, how do I, okay, I shifted my mindset. I want
Hmm.
to do IPS because I want to provide my clients more. How do I, you talk about in your second step, how do I identify who I want to serve? And
Mm,
also, how do I determine what products I'm going to give to them? Because there's so many out there.
there's
And
so many products.
I- like, how many do I start with? How do I figure that out?
Mm. I think that, like you said, one of the first things that you do after you change your mindset is identify who you want to work with. Because if we're being honest, doing volume, you're doing a little bit of everything. But what do you love?
Yeah.
What do you love to capture? And what makes the most sense for you and your lifestyle for when those clients are actually available, right?
Yeah.
Um, when you think about what your ideal schedule looks like, do you like the rush of the spring graduates and the fall graduates,
Hmm.
with like the lull of building campaigns and special events throughout the year?
Hmm.
Um, is it that you want to work with, newborns? And believe it or not, newborns has a peak season too, and it's in November because everybody got pregnant in Valentine's Day. So
Wow.
when you know, you know.
Wow.
So for me, it really just depends on what genre you are specifically going to go after.
Yeah.
And then within that genre, where does your ideal client shop? Where do they work? What do they do? What do they like? What do they like to eat? What do they do with their free time?
Hmm.
And learning that client, you start to realize what matters most to them when it
Hmm.
comes to their when it comes to their photos. So, for my clients, many of them are homeowners. Many of them are having their first or second child.
Yeah.
So, documenting their family is important, but also having something to share with those children and pass down the future generations is important.
Yeah.
And with them being homeowners, they have wall space to, display portraits
Hmm.
similar to how they grew up and, the generations before them. So you do have to identify that ideal client and then just think about what would be cool for them. If I'm a senior photographer, I'm selling pop up banners all day. I'm selling metals and acrylics.
Yeah.
I'm selling the bundle is two albums, a 10 by 10 for mama's house and then a smaller one for me to take off to college.
Wow. Wow.
So thinking in that manner, and exploring, like, you have to open your mind to explore what are the product options that are out there.
Hmm.
How quickly can I get them? Because that speaks to you being an expert for your ideal client. So when you're talking to them and you're posting about when your books are open and you're telling them, hey, these sessions need to take place late March, early April if you want your products in time for their graduation party, if they're graduating in May.
Hmm.
So these things are really about you being able to educate and inform that ideal client.
So is IPS about mainly selling products or am I selling my images?
Well,
What?
I have a question for you. True or false? Digital images are products.
No comment. No comment.
So to me, digitals are products.
Mm,
And if you're really, really good in like Photoshop or Illustrator, you could still make a killing because those graphics where your high school seniors who also play sports are, announcing their colleges. Come on, man.
yeah.
Like, let's work smarter.
Yeah.
Let's work smarter. Hey guys, I got um your magazine cover ready.
Mm,
I got your pop-up banner ready. I
hmm
have your social media announcement for Decision Day.
hmm That's
Like,
creative.
it's very creative. And so we can't be creative about our business when all we are doing is making ourselves an employee of that business.
You hot today.
I'm just saying.
You hot
I'm
today. Let
just
me
saying,
put
it's
that
the
down here.
truth. So if you take less volume, you have more time to be nurturing and creative for the clients that really value you. Because I think all of us have had a client, you know, that was less than ideal, take full advantage of us, and we
Yeah.
felt less than
Yeah.
afterwards.
Yeah. How many products would you say somebody should start out with?
I would start out between 3 and 5.
Okay. What's like the common ones you have saw?
Oh my gosh. So personally, I feel like these five translate really well across all genres. Albums,
Okay.
wall art.
hmm
So you pick your position with the wall art, whatever
hmm
you like and
hmm
whatever will appeal to your client. Um, Acrylic blocks
hmm
are really cute.
hmm
Trifolds, so the desktop trifolds with the three photos
Yeah.
together. And then the fifth product, I would probably say, hmm, I would say some other type of, gift print. One of the things I have here in my office is actually a gift print that's a metal print.
hmm
So you can get metals from, 4x6 up to 40x60.
Yeah.
So that covers your gift prints as well as your wall portraits.
Yeah. And what's the most someone has ever bought from you?
Oh my gosh. Biggest sale,
Biggest sale to date?
about 6,800.
$6,800.
Mm-hmm.
So if I'm doing
They
$200
and they
session,
swipe and they swipe the card.
swipe the card, and it
They
went
swipe the
through.
card. On
Okay.
the first time.
First time. Let's do the math on that. Because
Let's do the
I,
math.
I kind of put I kind of went over this on myself, but $6,800,
Mm-hmm.
your session fee is
My session fee is 550.
550.
Mm-hmm.
My session fee when I started out was 200. Oh my gosh. Okay. 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 13. Okay. So essentially they spent $7,350 with you.
Mm-hmm. And they've actually spent more since then.
We're not even gonna talk about lifetime value. Let's not go there.
Not even because it
Yeah.
hasn't been a year yet with them.
Okay.
We've been working together for about 8 months.
Okay. Hold on. I'm getting to the math.
36.75.
Hold on. I got the full number. 7,350. Let's say I'm charging $200 a session.
Mm-hmm.
Can you give me 7,350 divided by $200?
Yes, I can. That is 36 clients. and almost a 37. So 36.75.
36 clients. Bro,
36 to 1.
36 to 1.
36 to 1.
This is and what did you sell? What are some of the things you sold to them?
I sold them a collection that had um about 45 images in it with a 12 by 12 album and three 16 by 20s.
And the collection, what is simplify what a collection?
My collection consists of the digitals and the tangibles. So 45 high resolution images that
Mhm.
were also featured in the album.
Okay.
So that's a collection for me.
Okay. And how many collections you got?
I have three.
Three. Walk us through
Mhm.
the three.
Okay, so um, my philosophy is that each collection should double in the price and um, price and value. Okay, so here we go.
Mhm.
Bottom collection is called the Milk and Honey, and don't y'all be stealing my titles from my collection. But the Milk and Honey collection consists of 12 digital images and a 12 image folio box.
Okay.
That's $1,500.
Okay.
The next collection is 25 images, so it's one extra bonus in there.
Hmm.
And that consists of a 10 by 10 album and 25 digital images for $3,000.
Hmm.
The next collection is actually right at $5,000 with 50
Hmm.
images, and a 12 by 12 album. And that's, if you're doing the math, it's about $100 per image.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Pause. 5 grand, 3,500, 1,500,
5 grand, 3,000, 15.
3,000, 15.
Mhm.
So they purchased more. So it wasn't like,
Wall art is an add-on, and no, I don't cap them. I don't cap them on however many images they want.
so I'm trying not to make this interview about me. Oh, wait. 550 is going to cover
My time and my talent.
time and talent.
At my studio, we definitely put on the amenities. So for my clients, and I mean, my amenities are still not on Jaylin's level, so let's not get it twisted. Um, my clients get makeup artistry in studio,
Yeah,
and I have a collection of gowns for them to choose from, gowns, bodysuits, um, draping fabrics,
yeah.
things like that,
So you provide the
crowns
clothes
and
too.
things like. Mhm.
Okay.
For the moms, I don't have suits and tuxedos, but I think that's that next level
Yeah, that's
we're
next
talking
level.
about.
That's next level. Okay. Collection fee, time and talent, wardrobe, hair and makeup, or
Makeup,
just makeup?
makeup. Here's an
Okay.
add-on.
Okay. How do I determine? Dang, I'm getting into the steps too much. How do I price my products first? First of all, how do I price my products? Give me like a
Well,
simple formula.
a simple formula for like starting out can be something as simple as 4 to 5x your product cost.
Okay.
And when you determine your product cost, I'm thinking about not just what the product actually costs, but shipping,
Okay.
preparing the images, right? So whatever you're paying yourself by the hour should also cover your time in editing if you are post-processing your images by yourself.
Yeah.
For me, I like to outsource because it's not my favorite thing to do. I'd rather be building relationships with my clients, fielding inquiries,
Yeah.
developing other things, mentoring, etc. So what that means for me is that I'm building in the cost of my retoucher with my collection.
Mm. Hmm.
Mhm.
Now
Or with the product.
with the product. Okay.
Hmm.
Okay. So I price my product. So you saying like if I have a product that costs me $100 to fulfill, I'm
Hmm.
gonna charge $400,
At a
4x
minimum.
at
At
a
a
minimum.
minimum. Four
But
4x to 5x.
how
And
do I
I'll
go from
tell
there?
why sometimes people say, oh, well, I just 2x'd it. Okay. Let me tell you why you don't just want to 2x it.
Yeah.
If you only double the price, but you mess up and you order the wrong image or you order the wrong version of that
Mm,
image and it's not fully retouched,
hmm.
somebody's going to have to eat that. And it shouldn't be your client.
Client.
Don't compromise the quality of the product for your
Wow.
mess up.
Wow. Talk about it.
So you always make it right for your client.
4x. 4x every time.
4x at a minimum.
Okay, that's
Now,
scary.
that I'm gonna tell you that's something that doesn't apply to. There's something that I feel like that does not apply to, and that is prints.
Mm,
Prints are pennies on the dollar. We not selling 8x10s for $5. Most labs have at least a $15 minimum,
hmm.
right? So if your client only orders one, then you have to spend at least $15 to order that one product,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
So my philosophy around that and how you avoid this is, a little diamond, a little nugget. How you
Hmm.
avoid selling one of something is you don't offer it.
Don't offer it.
You don't offer it. I
That's so
don't
simple.
offer
That's a good reminder.
singular, singular 8x10s, singular 5x7s,
Yeah.
singular, whatever, right?
Hmm.
Um, you offer it as a grouping, right? Or a collection. So it's a set. So I would say five 8x10s, and they might be $500.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
But just know that when you're starting out, sometimes people will go for the cheapest item on your menu.
Menu. Mm,
And then you change it. You
mm.
say, uh, at, I'm not doing that anymore. I don't offer that anymore. Um, so that's how you get around that.
So my steps, I shift my mindset.
Mm-hmm.
I figured out what products I want to sell. My first set
Absolutely.
of products was an album and wall
Mm-hmm.
art with different
Mm-hmm.
sizes. I price my products, but
Mm-hmm.
w- I need to show what I want to sell, but I don't. Let's say if someone doesn't have money to get the samples, like you need samples.
Mm.
What do
You
are
need
you suggesting
samples.
to do?
How? Quick question.
Uh-oh.
You saw my mischievousness coming through. How do we have all of this time to capture all of these clients for the bare minimum,
Hmm.
but we can't dedicate one session fee to getting some samples so that we can make more money?
Hmm.
That's first of all. But I will say there are some cheat codes, right?
Hmm.
You have product um, sample photos on different lab websites.
Mm.
They have downloadables that you can use. You can use some of their mockups to put your photo inside of it
Yeah.
in order to show it. So there's a way to transition without you necessarily having a physical product at the ready at that time. But
Yeah.
I would highly suggest curating a list or a PDF. We all, we were using Canva
Yeah.
and create something that shows them the possibilities.
Possibilities.
You can
Mm.
tell them to imagine the possibilities or your photos here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And I think that helps to build that desire from the beginning.
Yeah.
Also, we need to be the same way that we have to show our talent on our website. You need
Hmm.
to show that on social media. You need to show those potential products on social. Make it interactive. Post it in your story or as a reel. Uh, which products would you prefer? Which one do you like better? Which one
Yeah.
turned out better? So every single thing that you order, make a reel of it. Take photos. Hey, you're a product photographer today. Let's photograph these products. Let's get these, the best ones up on our website or blog them.
Yeah,
So I think that those aspects are important for making sure that you are capturing the client that you do really want to work with.
that's good. You just gave me an idea of
What's the
marketing it before
idea?
I get it. I'm gonna go on there. What are some sites I can go on to get mock-ups, good mock-ups?
Oh my gosh, great mock-ups. I feel like White House Custom Color has some great mock-ups and
Yes.
product sample photos.
Hmm.
I think Miller's also has some great product sample photos. Um, let's see, Bay Photo has some beautiful stuff. Um, and even if you have not dabbled in products just yet. When you go to a trade show, take as much video, as many pictures, get that stuff. Um, I'm just
Uh,
saying. I'm just saying. Um, Graphy Studios actually, like if you're interested in like some beautiful Italian high-end products,
mm,
then Graphy Studios has some mock-ups as well as some beautiful images and even between Graphy and White House Custom Color, you actually can have sample booklets that are unbranded
mm.
of these products.
So I can go in there and
Definitely White House Custom Color.
plug in for free. I can plug my photos in there for free.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then for the booklets, White House Custom Color sells these little booklets for seniors and newborn.
Yeah.
I know, and I'm pretty sure for family as well. The booklets used to be like $5 for a set of five, and that can go in like your welcome packet. You can mail it out, or you can have it on your studio tables. Like there's a way that you can do this on the lower end of your investment piece to
Yeah.
start out. I also love to make samples of my family. So,
Welcome packet though. I can't bypass that. What do you mean by welcome packet?
so, oh my gosh, this was in my earlier studio days. I used to buy these folders and I would include my pricing, some tips for preparing them for the day of, and the little sample booklet inside of the inside of a folder for them to take home with them. This was when I was doing more of my onboarding meetings in person.
Hmm.
It's still something that can be mailed out once your client pays their retainer, though. It will, in this day and age when everything is digital, it would be very impressive.
Very impressive. So I create this, man, trying to keep it not selfish. I essentially create this welcome package.
Hmm.
Um, I think about how you go to the bank. Once you make your bank account, they give you this folder with all the different stuff
They
inside of
do.
it. And I can mail that to clients, brand it out, make the designs on Canva and all that type of stuff.
Absolutely. Hmm.
And I can send it to them.
Hmm.
Not digitally. I can send it to them.
You can send it to them. And if you have, I mean, it takes this long to drop
Yes.
something at the post office or to have a an intern mail it out for them, all your clients for the following month. It
Hmm.
can be batched, it's just that extra step, it's that extra intentionality.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, you just leveled up my experience. It's on now.
It's
So okay. So I'm getting all of this. Let's just say I'm getting all of this. My first time doing this. You got me on my mindset. I know the products I'm going to sell. I
Mm-hmm.
priced them with the Forex. I
Mm-hmm.
have some digital samples. I don't have no money yet to get the regular samples, but I got
It's
the digital
coming.
samples at least.
Mm-hmm.
How do I start to put myself out there to get these type of clients when I have a whole clientele base of people who are used to me being cheap and affordable?
Okay. So cheap, yes. Affordable is relative.
Okay.
Um, we talked about the designer goods. We talked about um, the experience of walking into a jewelry store and working with someone one on one. They have to show you the thing for you to be able to see it, right?
Yeah.
They
Yeah.
see it through the glass and then they take it out and they have let you try it on.
Yeah.
Have a mirror right in front of you for you to be able to see, oh, this looks good on me. These are
Mm-hmm.
perfect earrings, right? Um, Similar to those experiences, they are curating them, tailoring their message to the people who at the right time will recall their business,
Mm-hmm.
right? So what's the catchphrase for K Jewelers?
Every kiss begins with K.
Yes. um, and so we know that, that's the phrase for K Jewelers. And they say it over and
Oh,
over
oh,
and over and
man.
over and over to where we know K Jewelers. We don't
Yeah.
know Sterling Jewelers. That's actually their parent company.
Mm,
Sterling Jewelers owns um, K Jewelers, Jared, um, and several other brands,
mm-hmm.
right? K's is probably their most famous,
Mm-hmm.
right? And we know them because when they send out the messages say every kiss begins with K.
Yeah.
They might have a sale, but they show you the value, right? Before
Yeah.
they mark down the sale.
Yeah.
So the ring might be $5,000, but until the 30th, it is 4,500.
Mm-hmm.
So even when you run a sale, you do still need to call out the value, right?
Mm-hmm.
Because just if someone gets a special price, they need to know it's a special price.
Yeah.
But essentially, we're going from saying diamond ring to engagement ring, right? That's the occasion.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going from saying shoot to session,
Mm-hmm.
right? We're changing our language so that we are speaking to a different person.
Yeah.
We're talking about not picture books, but albums,
Yeah.
heirloom albums.
Yeah.
Heirloom puts that extra esteem on there, right?
Yes, it does.
It
Yes, it does.
does. We're going from picture in a frame to framed portraits. These are
Mm-hmm.
not just pictures, they're portraits. We don't say pics. Pics is out of our vocabulary.
Mm-hmm.
So the same way that we're evolving, the clients that we will naturally attract is going to evolve.
Yeah.
When we change our language, we start to show what we sell, we start to show more of the experience because, you know, anybody can go and get a haircut, but even the barbers on Instagram is showing us that they are steam
Yes.
treating, they picking, blackheads out.
Yes.
You gonna get them little fibers sprayed,
Yeah.
like they're showing that it's an experience.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So the communication, the way that you talk about your experience, the way that you talk about your why, those things will start to naturally attract a different client, and then you book them.
Yes. So you saying I start to market. what I want to attract.
Mm-hmm.
And if I market what I want to attract, it will allow me to be able to do the sixth thing that you mentioned,
Mm-hmm.
which is shooting to sell. Now, a lot of people go from
Mm-hmm.
spraying and praying, as I heard it said, to,
Ooh,
and you're telling them no more spraying and praying. We're going to
no more spray
shooting and
pray.
selling. So if I listen to you and I do the marketing part and I get to a client is literally in my face, in my presence, how would you suggest me to make this big transition to shooting and selling and not spraying and praying?
Oh my gosh. So part of my onboarding process is that my clients do complete a questionnaire. One of
Mm-hmm.
the things that well, two of the things I ask, number one, who do you want to be photographed with?
Mm-hmm.
And number two is what types of products are you interested in? How would you be most proud to display these images?
Mm-hmm.
And I give them a little drop down menu. Digital ain't on it.
What's on it?
It's not. Prints, wall art, gift prints, albums, custom,
Mm-hmm.
so they can select those things. Um, and then from there, they are able to, you know, let me know kind of what they're interested in.
Mm-hmm.
We go over products again. I'm showing them things
Yeah.
during their planning meeting, which happens virtually.
Yeah.
And I'm showing them wall art,
Wow.
just like this. Of
Mm-hmm.
course, sunlight is blowing her out just a little bit. But I'm showing them what their photos can become. And from there, I'm easily able to, kind of assess what they are interested in. I do think that one of the adjustments from shoot and burn to shooting for the printed product is
Mm-hmm.
that you are most definitely going to be expanding your canvas. So you're looking for, you're creating more room on the head. You might step back. I'm a prime lens girl. So I'm stepping back so that I can make sure that they have plenty of room to wrap that canvas
Yeah.
when it comes to my products. So
Yeah.
yeah,
So are you saying that I am still shooting 200 photos per session? Or what are you saying?
I'm saying you could, but you're probably not going to try to sell 200 images.
Mm-hmm.
Um, I would say be intentional about your posing. Slow down. Think about. I'm just saying. So slow down. Think about your posing. Even look in camera. What have we already done?
Yeah.
And talk about that with your client. I've done this. I've done this. I've done this. Do you have any other posing requests before we move on?
Mm-hmm.
They will be so appreciative that you asked, but you will also confirm with them that no, you've covered everything I wanted.
Mm-hmm.
So when I get into the meeting for the sales and be like, oh, you know what I really wanted? I really want. No, no,
Yeah.
you didn't really want that because you would have said it
Yeah.
at the session.
Yeah. That's true. That's true. And you just said something that made me think about kind of connects to your seventh point, which is your final point of the sales meeting, which is probably
Mhm.
going to be the number one thing people, probably the second thing that my audience will probably say, I'm not doing this. I don't want to. I had a guy that said, I don't want to sell to nobody. I just don't like selling to
Mm,
people. So can you walk me through the process from as soon as you take the last shot to as soon as they leave your space with their products or their products arrive at their house? What is that
mhm.
process and how do you work what you call the sales meeting after you do the shoot?
Gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, I think that that is probably where the most ambiguity lies when people are looking for education related to in-person sales,
Mhm.
because people are looking for the how, right? Not necessarily the what.
Mhm.
So for me, what that looks like is me reminding the clients, because again, we're in the digital age. Many people are trained to believe that next
Mhm.
step is just a online gallery, and that is not allowed in my business.
Mm.
I do not deliver raw images at all to my clients digitally. And I am definitely not wasting my hard earned time and my little gallery space
Yeah.
with 200 images from a session for them to look at
Mm.
and wade through, and waiting forever and ever for some type of response. So at the
Wait,
end of the
wait, wait.
session,
So they don't pick their photos?
I'm getting there.
Okay.
So at the
Okay.
end of my session, I thank them for their time. I let them know that I'm super excited for the next steps. And
Mhm.
I tell them that our next steps are to select the photos. I tell them that we'll have another virtual meeting, or that they are welcome to come back to the studio if they so choose,
Mhm.
but that I'm available as early as 3 days from now for us to review and select your favorite
Favorite. Okay.
photos,
Okay.
favorite photos. And I also reinforce that this is a virtual meeting, and we will pair their favorite photos with a product.
Mhm. Mhm.
We're going to pair your favorite photo with a product. We're going to decide together how this photo is going to be displayed.
Working as a team.
We're a team.
Okay.
We're a team. And I tell them that I'm going to help them narrow their selections down to their very favorite photos, and that will determine what their collection is.
Mhm.
We walk through the studio and I reinforce the products at the end of the session. And a lot of times I like to try to kind of get a gauge of their schedule for the following week.
Mhm.
Um, when we get on the meeting, for me, it's virtual because that's what works best for my life, work-life balance.
Mhm.
I'm able to um, reinforce, hey, I'm excited for you guys to join us today. We have already sent another email after the session, reinforcing what we talked about at the end of the session and what we
Mhm.
talked about at the consultation,
Mhm.
which is, we're going to do products. The email describes what the products are made of, how long they last, what kind of quality, etc. Pricing is reinforced again via that email. So when I get to the sales meeting, I'm usually not doing a lot of selling.
Mhm.
I'm not doing a lot of selling. I'm doing more service.
Mm. Mm.
A lot of times people think that they are becoming a salesperson, but all we really want you to do is become an expert.
Yeah.
Show them, teach them, tell them what they're getting. And so from there, during the sales process, I tell them we're going to do a simple yes, no, maybe process. Your yeses and maybes will go in one pile, your no's will go away, and then we will confirm that those yeses and maybes are the ones that you like.
Yeah.
After that, I tell them that we are going to still pull out their favorite photos, because those ones are going to be the ones that make the best wall art, the photos that they want to see in their home every day.
Mhm. Mhm.
And it's from there, it's easy. They're following the steps. Yes, no, maybe. No, I don't like that one. Yes, I like this one. And then that collection, they told you that these are the ones that they wanted.
Mhm.
So where's the pushback? If these are the ones that they said that they wanted,
Yeah.
there is no pushback.
And they see the collection price before they come.
Well before, yes,
Okay. Okay. Okay.
well before. That I'm be honest, that's one of my qualifiers, because I tell you my session fee, I tell you where my collections start. This is for your tangible products that you get to keep
Hmm.
forever.
Hmm.
Um, if I'm out of the price range, they're not booking me anyway. So
Hmm.
from the beginning, we're getting to this expected end together.
Yeah. Okay. That makes sense. That makes
Mm-hmm.
sense. So I could have a sesh. No, I'm not gonna make this selfish. Okay. I got you. I got you. What are you using
Yeah.
to show people the photos?
Ah, man, I think everybody is going to be ready for IPS when they realize they already have the right tool.
Okay.
If you have
Cliffhanger.
light, if you have Lightroom, you can help your clients through the IPS process.
Mm, mm.
We got our little 3-star, little 4-star, little 5 stars,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Those are the ones that you want to show.
Yeah.
You got your little check mark flag. Those are ones that they love.
Yeah.
You got your filter at the top. You don't need a fancy software to get started.
You don't.
Now, how you take it to the next level with being able to show them what their pictures might look like on the wall.
Mm-hmm.
That's when you're in the big leagues. You're ready.
So what is that? What is that? I need that for myself. What's that software?
Okay. So you got Swift Galleries, which is my preferred method. I've been using Swift Galleries for 7 years.
Yeah.
Swift Galleries is a monthly, it's just a monthly subscription.
Mm-hmm.
And when you're setting it up, you can decide what you want to sell, whether you want to sell frame canvases or just canvases, or if you want to sell circular products, or if you want to sell metal prints. Um, yeah, Swift Galleries is pretty dope because it already comes with rooms already, inside of there with the
Wow.
proper wall calibrations.
Wow.
Or you can upload rooms. You can upload your clients' walls to Swift Galleries. So I like Swift, but Fundy is another one, as well as what's another one? ProSelect.
Pro Select. Okay.
ProSelect was out of my budget when I first started.
Okay. But Swift
That's what
Galleries is it can get the job done.
it can get the job done for under $30 a month. You can take them straight from beginning to end. It is phenomenal when I tell you that you can do a slideshow, you can help them compare their photos, you can go
Mm.
one by one, and you can design inside of Swift Galleries. Plus, you have your cart, you take it straight through, and they don't take a commission.
Do you do a cart through there?
I don't. I go rogue. I just go back to my I go back to my CRM.
That's cool. That's cool. Okay. So Swift Gallery. So I can even take old photos, put them in there, snatch the mock-ups from there, post them on Instagram
Yes, and get it going.
and get it going. They got a free
Get it
trial
going.
that I can use real quick, get some content real fast.
I believe so. I believe so.
Okay. I got you. Well, this was good. I know that this has transformed my life and my business. And I know that everybody I
Yay.
talk to, this IPS, going from shoot and burn to IPS, transitions their life and their business. So there are going to be some people that are really interested in diving forward. And I think it's great that you let them know what are some next steps they can take with you, because just leaving them here on the YouTube video would not be good at all.
Well, it's okay. They don't have to, be completely Ambrealist.
Yeah.
Um, they can connect with me and do some one-on-one coaching, whether that is them wanting to do my IPS boot camp, or if they need a complete business overhaul, they need somebody to help them get their lives together, from their branding, to their website, their
Yeah.
messaging, and boundaries with clients. I'm an open book, and I'm ready to, help other people really grow, expand their knowledge, and be able to see what this can do for their lives
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
with
I'm
the
a
proper pricing.
Where they
And
going? Tell me where they going to. Where they got to go to.
so they can come on to my website, AmbreiaArtistry.com, and they can hit that /mentor
Mm.
and be able to contact me to work with me one on one.
And you're on Instagram too. Drop your Instagram
I
name.
am. My Instagram is Ambreia, AMBREIA_artistry.
Artistry. And that should be an easy word for all photographers to spell. But
Should be ARTISTRY.
yes. And if you are someone who desires just a community of people to be around in your photography business,
Mhm.
I have a free marketing community for portrait photographers. And if you go on
Let's
Facebook
go.
right now and you type in marketing community for portrait photographers, it will pop up. And each and every week we go live in the group. Each and every week you get a video just like this one. And most importantly, you get a community of people who are on the same path as you. So I appreciate you so much for doing this today. It's a
Jaylin, it's
masterclass
been
for me.
a privilege for sure.
Yeah, I look at my notes right here. Oh, it's gonna blur it out, but I'm writing on the Navy Federal card transaction paper because
That's hilarious.
I just need the sauce. But I appreciate you so much, and
Absolutely. My pleasure.
I look forward to seeing you again soon.
All right. See you soon.
Peace out. Peace out.